good evening, everyone. This is Parallax of the Black Pants Legion here again for your Painting with Parallax night, or as we might be calling it these days, the new Marik workshop. I hope everybody enjoyed that little opening. It tickled the hell out of me. I don't care if you liked it or not. Joining me tonight are my co-host Warlax and Bulk Zerker. Say hi, everybody.
Hello.
Hello.
As you can tell, they're thrilled to be here.
Hey, at least I sound thrilled.
That's okay.
At least he brought his paints.
We're gonna have to ship Bulk his paint.
I'm just gonna have to give my friend a rash of crap and say I told you to give me that stuff when I moved.
Shake
Like
down,
betrayed
break
me.
down, you're busted. But okay, guys. Over the week, there were some tweets that went out and this kind of thing. And some of you have already responded to this. Moving forward with the show, we're going to start taking user submissions of whatever it is that you're painting. Hi, Cookie. Everybody stop and say hi to Cookie.
Hello, Cookie.
Hello.
Everybody's favorite mod. Sorry, Diggs.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
sorry.
well. I mean, to be fair, she's Dig's favorite mod, too. But we're going to start taking user submissions. So if you want to send us whatever it is that you're working on that is not a picture of your dick, then we will take a look at it and we might feature it here on the live stream. So
That being said, if you bring something in that really needs thinned paints, we are going to talk about it.
we'll try to be nice about it, though. I'm not in the
Alright.
business of trying to sell you more paints.
Oh God, I'm not in the business of trying to sell paint either. But, well, actually,
I was going to
Shit,
say,
I
are you
kinda am.
sure?
shit, I kinda am.
Oh, wait. All right. On that note, I notice I'm fidgeting here with my hand, and I just disassembled a USB drive on stream. That's how you do that, guys. I'm sure you knew. Anyway, I wanted to go ahead and show you all some of the submissions that we've already got, and I want you to know, Spara, we got yours. Yours is going to be in, so we got some and we got to Squares, and several others, and I think I'm not sure I got them labeled or not, but I can look in on them after we're done. I know we got one from the Night Clerk. Yep, see there, he just said it. But here we go. We're going to go into the viewer submissions.
Fantastic.
Everybody be nice.
Oh, do I have to?
No, I was talking to Bulk.
Ah.
So here's where we're going to start, because this is just fucking phenomenal. I mean, that is a very... I think is that a Riptide? What is that? I don't play 40K.
Oh, that is... The middle one is a Tau Supremacy armor. The other two, I'm not sure, but those are Forge World kits.
Yeah, that's...
And those are gorgeous.
They really are. Like, that's...
Wow.
Spara, those are amazing. Of what you sent, these impressed me more than the rest. I wanted to start here on a high note and then embarrass everyone else. Actually, don't take that personally, anybody. I didn't select the order of this at all. This is just OBS randomly selecting stuff from a list.
Did you magnetize those weapon systems, Spara?
If he didn't magnetize them and those are 3 separate battle suits, dear
Oh my
God.
lord!
That's called a mortgage.
Yeah, not in this housing market.
Okay, that's fair.
Not even if they are Forge World.
Oh, and they are magnetized. There you go.
Yep.
All right.
Okay, here's our next one. This may or may... We'll see what kind of order this is in. I'm not sure at all. Okay, I think this is also Spare, isn't it?
Well, currently I'm just seeing Supremacy battle armor. Aha!
Well, you have to take into account the thing with the stuff. Hi, Diggs.
That is a great-looking green dragon.
That is a good green dragon. I really do like what you've done here. I personally, I could do with a little bit more contrast on them, but assuming that this is not a totally finished piece already, this is on its way to being gorgeous. Like, you've done a great job here with very clean lines.
Now, I'm going to be one of the first ones to come out and say it. Normally, you don't wash a lighter color, but I'd almost do a yellow wash on this to pick up those scales even more.
Yes.
Because that would... Oh.
Just to get them to get that extra pop.
Mm-hmm.
Lovely car kicks door. I'll see what I can do about a dragon with a book hoard. I think you do already have one of those. I believe that's our daughter. Let's see, what have we got up next? I think this is also spare, and I think the next one's also spare. I don't have a clue what I'm looking at here, spare. It's good. I like the 90s-esque Warhammer green base. I don't have a clue what these are.
That, I can't say for certain, but I'm thinking that that's a Blood Bowl team.
There's that War Machine.
Guild Ball. Guild Ball. I don't know what Guild Ball is, but I mean, that's, again, very nice stuff here. And like I said, I think we have one more from Sparrow. I'm assuming this is another Guild Ball team then. Like, I'm looking at this and I'm feeling some very, if anybody out there plays League of Legends or watched Arcane last year, this feels like a very Zon kind of team. Very nice stuff. But, Spare, we're going to go ahead and move on and see what other people have given us.
Yeah, man.
Okay, here we go to Square. Here's your Marauder. It's this sick-ass Marauder you've sent.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I like that. You've done a good job here with getting your recesses dark, and I see a few things here and there that you might touch up on, but some of them are things that just keep in mind for the future. There's a little bit of a casting seam on either one of the arms that's just barely visible if you know to look for it. But aside from that, I mean, you've done a good job here painting it. I'd be happy with this. I mean, apparently Warlax wouldn't, but, you know, he's also just not talking. Did we lose you, Warlax?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. He was having some computer trouble a little bit earlier. I'm sure he will be back with us in just a moment with some strong language about Google Chrome. Anyway, and then I believe we got one more submission here from the Night Clerk. Let's see what we got. There we go. Now, I don't know what this piece is from. I don't see Night Clerk in with us tonight. I assume he'll join us at some point, and if I see him in chat a little bit later, we'll talk about it. But this is a very Tetsuo kind of motorcycle to my eye.
That looks absolutely great. And
hey, he's back with us.
My laptop just went down, so I'm actually over on the desktop trying to fix the laptop so that I can be back on the laptop and at my painting desk.
Canada!
Oh, everything's up on my phone right now, so it's one of these, oh, okay, cool!
Oh, man. Hey, hi, Night Clerk. Random Cyberpunk Mini. I'm going to go ahead and call it Canada. Okay, now, that said, that's what y'all have been working on, that you've been nice enough to let me know about. The other thing that I've got going here, as I've set this up to show you some things I've been working on, and actually, if I'm remembering correctly, we're going to start with what Warlax has been working on. I'll let you talk about this one while you fix your computer.
Not a problem. Yep. So that is the devilfish. As I was painting it last week, I have some finishing highlights and a wash to put on it this week. And next week, all of you should be able to see it in its completed form.
And it's very nicely done. You've got some very clean lines. Although, yeah, I'm sure you already saw there's a couple of places, maybe a touch of cleanup in some of those seam lines, and like you said, some highlights, some washes. That's going to come
Exactly.
together very nicely.
Oh, absolutely.
The next thing, I don't know what's going to come up next. I think the next ones are just me, and I think I've got several angles on these because I don't think Bulk sent me anything because, you know, all of his paints are across the state. I
No
said
paint,
in
big sad.
a judging manner. Come on, Bulk.
No paint, big sad.
Chat, be sure to give Bulk some shit over this, okay? And be sure to follow him to his Twitch channel and give him shit over there, too, okay? That's Bulk Zerker at Twitch. Got me? It's twitch.tv/Bulk Zerker. That's the place to give Bulk some shit over not painting.
Bulk, I'm sorry. I did not mean this to happen. However.
I mean, to be fair,
There you go. Just right-click my name. Click follow.
That's the one. Remember, like, subscribe, and click the bell.
Make sure to report after 5 minutes.
Yes, report for nudity.
Okay. The next one.
Okay, yeah, you've got me there. I do run webcam.
The next ones are mine, and I just want to go ahead and preface this. If you guys are not following Ninjon on YouTube, I keep talking about him. I strongly encourage you to. He had a video come out last week where he was talking about a thing that he does that's kind of an exercise he refers to as speed painting with a purpose, where the point is not to paint a whole bunch of stuff very quickly the way speed painting usually is, but to take a model and try some new techniques on it and try to get a good look on something, as good a finished product as you can get in as short a period of time as possible. And, you know, to most people, if you said, hey, I have this miniature, I spent 4 hours painting it, you're going to sound fucking nuts because that's a lot of time to spend on something. To people that do this, 4 hours is like nothing.
I hate to be the person that goes, oh yeah, Golden Demon submissions are normally 200 plus hours.
Yeah. Golden Demons, for those of you that aren't familiar, are the Games Workshop-backed painting competitions. So, here's what I've been working. I've been trying to follow through with that idea of speed painting with a purpose. Let's see what I've got up first. Okay, here we go. This is a model that I got from Cobra Mode Miniatures and printed last week. It's the same model that Ninjon painted. He did his in a brighter color. This is like an anthropomorphized budgie bird. So I looked up pictures of what budgie birds look like and said, I'm going to try to paint that on this miniature. Yes, Cookie, burp.
Love it.
And
That's great, man.
Thank you. Now, like I said, he's got about 4 hours in it.
Tex as bird.
No, those pants don't have enough pockets.
See, I would be with you there, Grimos, that it does look like a French Zouave. However, the cutlass makes me think more Arabian.
And there's the other angle on him. And I actually don't think I loaded up the image of his back, but the back of his head is patterned up also. It was a very simple pattern. They have very stark lines in their feathers that, like, there's no transition between the light and the dark. So it's very easy, just dark line, dark line, dark line. That's the patterning sometimes. But that was my first crack at this speed painting with a purpose idea, was really focusing on the color transitions on the belly. Now the next one is from Puppets War Miniatures. If you're not familiar with Puppets War, they've been making bits for Warhammer models forever, and I think it was last year or the year before they started selling 3D printed models. They started off with 3D printed bits, and then they went to full-on models. So this is not a Tyranid. I need everybody to know that up front. Everybody with me? Not a Tyranid,
Yep.
okay?
Yep, it's
Okay.
a Zerg.
So as it turns out, GW does not make the best Tyranids.
Oh,
This is not
wow.
a Tyranid, by the way.
No, sir, I believe that would happen to be an alien.
Yes, an alien of some bug-like nature, perhaps.
A xenomorph?
A beanomorph.
That's
yes.
good old Beanomorph. For those of you that aren't in the Legion, good old Beans.
Yep.
Beans is good old Beans is another Legion member. And if you want to consider it a different way, this is Wide Tom's endless can of Beanomorphs.
Yeah, I was actually going to ask, when were we going to get sponsored by Wide Tom?
I don't know, man. I don't. That's at some point, I'm sure we can get some Wide Toms in here and give everybody the worst night of their lives. But the things that are really worked on with him were those color transitions on his carapace, where I didn't just try to blend them straight from one color to the next smoothly. I kind of striped it so that, to cover the transition and make it a little bit more jagged and a little more kind of primal. I'm happy with how it turned out. But then also, like, there's the the sinews on him. That was fun. It's kind of horrifying, but that was fun. So, let's go ahead and hop into things here tonight and see what we're going to be doing this time. So, alright, live stream. Here we go. Now, I also want to go ahead and touch on this. My co-hosts haven't seen this yet. I have a new avatar on screen.
Yeah.
Yes.
It is absolutely fantastic.
It is fantastic. A friend of mine made this for me. I strongly recommend commissioning them. I have their contact info at the end of this. That's Alex Riss. Like I said, their contact info will be at the end of the show. But Alex made several versions of this for me that I can use throughout the night. And then Diggs was able to help set me up with the quasi-animated feature here. So I'm very happy with how that turned out. That was almost an accident on how well that's working.
And I told you what I'd do for mine, but unfortunately...
Now, Bully Snake, that may have been on purpose. Although, I will say this. The Car Cake Store has linked Alex's Instagram here. But when I told Alex I was looking for something very Gendo Akari, I told him what poses I wanted on this, and he sent me this one. And especially when the lenses aren't glowing on this, the first time I saw it, I laughed for like 20 minutes without stopping, because I've never seen an image that was painting miniatures, menacingly, but here it is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mini painting menacingly.
Take a paintbrush and use it.
Bring me the glaze medium, Shinji.
Paint the robot, Shinji.
Shinji thin the paints.
Oh,
Shit post people getting.
yes,
Paint
and
me the mini Shinji. There you go. Spurs got it.
And Carr there is right. This may be an accurate portrayal of what happens when I'm trying to paint and kids burst into the office. Mini painting, menacing.
Hey, Fragtastic with the raid.
Hey,
Thank you, Fragtastic.
thanks for joining us.
And thank you, all of you wonderful viewers. Welcome to the house that Minnie's built. Yes.
Oh god, that is so much paint. Thank you there, paint bottle. So we got a lot of white on the palette now. Because
Fantastic.
apparently occasionally I need to actually clear the nozzles on these. Regardless.
That does tend to help, yes.
Yeah. So that said, we're going to go ahead and get started on this. Here's what I'm thinking for this week. Last week, we painted our good friend here, the Vegeta Wolfhound, which I have decided we're going to go ahead and we're going to name, like, this is the Vegeta Wolfhound, but we're declaring him to be a part of, I'm thinking, Clan Colossal Ape.
I thought you'd said it was Golden Ape.
I thought about Golden Ape, but I'm thinking like Colossal or Gargantuan, because we already have Goliath Scorpion, so I can't say Goliath Ape, but
Phantom Ape.
I'm not deep enough.
Smoked ape.
But that's it.
Clan Cuddle Ape.
That said, we've got Vegeta here, and I was looking at him, and I said, that panel right there, that looks familiar. Oh, you can't see it. I've got to adjust this camera. The shoulder panel here, where I've gone ahead and painted that yellow, that looked kind of familiar to me. And I was looking at the rest of them, and I felt, I feel like I've seen elements of this on something else. And then it struck me, this is a Sylogy model, I think. Which Matt Mason, Sylogy is a maker that you'll find on My Mini Factory that has converted just a ton of MechWarrior Online models into minis. Well, I was looking at this Mauler he did. I'm going to really adjust that. That is going to be a problem again tonight, I think. But I was looking at it and thought, oh, look there. That shoulder panel is very similar to that shoulder panel. Like, they're not exactly the same, but they've got some similar influences there. They're both, like, post-Helm Memory Core mechs. I think we've got ourselves a Nappa, boys. What do you think?
Fantastic. Oh. Also, Bully Snake, do you have the paperwork that says that you own that? Because otherwise you've stolen an NFT, and that's not going to be fun.
Yeah. Spare is working on the Grism and has a lighting kit in that. I've got the Klingon Katinga model and the lighting kit, and I'm going to be honest with you, like, that thing is intimidating to look at. Like,
all right, Bulk, we have gotten a sue me. Please call the lawyers. Nah, dude, if you like us that much, we do appreciate it.
Discount Tans, totally legit IP lawyers. We're totally not going to send anybody to your apartment to break your knees.
No,
don't worry, I won't break your knees.
We don't break knees, we break hands.
Now,
we break hands because you can't paint without
your
hands.
name on it, and that's it, yeah.
Now, we had actually started on this last week, and he didn't dry in time. We're going to go ahead and do this cicada up in the Piccolo colors, because we were going to do that, and then we ran out of time. So, I saved him. So we'll do him now. So the first thing I'm just going to do is I'm going to get some white down in the places where I'm going to put some magenta ink down to emulate whatever in the hell is going on with Piccolo's pink arms.
Awesome.
So
I had to do an emergency shutdown on the laptop, and it is installing Windows updates now. So hopefully I'll be able to use it.
Sometime next week.
At some point, you'll be back with us and able to paint. That is, of course, assuming you're not currently joining us from your phone. Like you said, you're watching the stream.
Yeah.
I am actually watching the stream on my desktop. My painting station is right over there. If I could just get a slightly longer cord, I would be able to do it.
No, not allowed. Not allowed, right, chat? Yeah, cold, I know, it's a cicada, but, you know. Piccolo is also barely a Z fighter, so that's fine. I wonder how many people I just pissed off.
Piccolo's what, like number 4?
I don't care.
Also, he's got a cool move.
Yeah, so does Tien, but they wrote him off too.
It's a beam that drills things.
No.
Tien turns into three Tiens.
I was thinking the Hellzone grenades.
Ah, well. Tien turns into more Tiens. That's pretty cool. But, also he's useless at this point. So take that for what it's worth.
Cicadas are adorable, unless you're a locust. But here's the thing. Locusts can appear in very many numbers. They're also extremely cheap.
Smoking Crater Yamcha? Yeah.
Yes, he is still a lot better than Yamcha.
Yep.
God, we're reaching back to Parallax in high school, or Parallax in middle school, frankly, remembering this stuff.
Well, I apologize. I understand that, Para, but that was my high school.
Fucking weeb shit. We're in here painting giant robots. We ain't got time for weeb shit.
We ain't got time for needless screaming.
I couldn't even finish that sentence with a straight face.
Toilet Obliterator, I think most of us are doing pretty well.
That's a good name.
I'm led to understand that was one of the original names that the people at Yum Brands were considering for the Taco Bell box meals.
That is fantastic.
I do have to admit, I think I stole that from a Conan joke from like 13 years ago. So I think at the same time the statute of limitations is expired on that. Of course, his was even better. I believe that his writing staff came up with the two that I can remember are The Ruined Weekend and The Ass Ripper. Which is a lot more fun whenever you go around and just randomly shout it in a frankly terrible and offensive stereotyped Japanese accent.
Ah.
Oh, man.
Cold Dog turned 3 today. You know what, Cold? I could believe it.
Cold Daughter.
Yeah. Happy birthday, Cold Daughter.
Happy birthday, Diggs.
Yeah. Can't read. Same deal.
That's common to people that work in hobby stores.
Yep.
Thank you for being a good sport, by the way.
Listen, I love my job. It is fantastic. You guys can go ahead and make fun of it all you want, but when you need stuff, who are you going to come and call?
I guess I'm gonna make some questionable ethical decisions and go to Hobby Lobby.
Oh.
Hey, it's the only option I've got aside from going to a GW store. So, pay your money and take your choices.
Dude, we ship. Just call me.
What should I call you?
Ghostbusters.
Are you trying to summon Stryker right now?
Maybe.
I don't know. Did you say that into a mirror?
You have to say it 3 times.
Let me get up real fast. I can say it into a mirror in a dark room real fast.
Make sure you take your phone with you and do it, so that you can say it and record it and send it to Stryker. I've still got a little support.
The bad part about that's also how you get Rob in your house.
That's how Rob ends up in your bathroom with you naked on the floor crying.
Listen, here's the thing.
I ate too many potato chips, guys.
He ate one.
Exactly.
You guys don't actually have the chance of that.
I'm sorry, he's going to appear in your bathroom? Uh-oh.
I live in state redacted.
Okay, okay. Say nothing for like 30 seconds if Rob is in the room with you right now. Oh God, he's dead! It's been a good run, but he's dead. Okay.
No, he's not actually in the room with me unless you count his spirit, which is constantly staring over my shoulder.
I mean, that's just Rob. Rob does that to everybody. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Toilet Obliterator lives, I'm assuming that's County Cork in Ireland. Either that or perhaps Toilet Obliterator lives in a house made out of cork. That's also possible. I don't necessarily recommend it.
I get the impression Rob just does that.
Yup.
You know, guys, I kind of feel bad doing anything or saying anything about someone who actually can't get into this channel and defend themselves in any way.
He could if he wanted to.
Yeah. If Rob wanted to, if Rob decided that this was his time, Rob would be here.
Yeah. My time is now.
The fuck are you saying about me?
It's kind of why I was saying that, is to see if he would appear.
And folks, that's Cocainum Rob of the Black Pants Legion. That just before we came online, he was running State of Decay. Actually, I guess they ended like an hour earlier tonight. I don't know if that's like a permanent change or 4 hours is a lot of State of Decay.
That it is.
No, it's the People's Independent Republic of Cork.
Well, okay then. Do you got a free militia there too?
I assume that they have to pay for it.
Van Zandt, Van Zandt, Van Zandt.
Oh, I love it. But Bully's sitting here, Rob. I sense a disturbance in the farce. We're gonna be sitting here, and he is going to pop into this room and just be like, "What the fuck are you saying?"
Yo, I heard you guys talking.
He will have been in here for minutes before he says anything, and then just come in when none of us expect it.
Comes in, says nothing, leaves.
No, he'll come in, he'll say, "I hear you," and then he'll leave.
This is very true.
I know where you live.
He's a good man, though. Oh.
He has a pretty good general idea.
Oh, man.
So.
Okay, that's Blue Bridges. Let's do some work here on Napa. You know.
Okay.
This Mauler that I've declared is Napa.
Are we doing it as Ghost Napa, or
Now,
are we doing it as Napa Napa?
I've got two here. Let's do the first one we'll do as just regular, still has his armor Napa. Because the Mauler already has nipple guns. Actually, it has far too many of those. I'm not terribly interested in doing like shirtless Napa.
Fair enough.
Well, that's DBZ tradition right there. So everybody's got to be shirtless at some point.
Vegeta, look! Nipple guns!
It's a Pokemon!
I'm Chaozu!
It's a Chaozu, Vegeta! I'm gonna catch it! Oh shit, that's one of those YouTube things that feels like it's not that old. But I was in college when that started, and that is a distressingly long time ago now. That's right, everybody. I want you to know that entropy comes for us all. And we will all suffer our very own individual heat deaths.
It happened to me. It'll happen to you.
Back when I was young, we used to wear an onion on our belt, because that was the style.
I mean, Bulk, you did deal with heat death this week, didn't you?
A little.
Shut up.
Just a little.
Well, how hot was it north of me?
We got up to 88.
Is that it? You're complaining about
Yeah.
that?
No, this week wasn't horrible.
Okay.
Last week was bad. It was 97, 98.
Okay. See, down here, it's been low 90s for like a month, and the humidity has just been hovering north of like 60% the whole time. And like, that's not quite swimming in air, but it ain't comfy.
Gentlemen, I'm sorry. I just realized something. I just turned this into an old man stream.
Back in my day. Shut up, Grandpa.
So what's the weather like over there?
When I wanted to play Battletech, I had to make my own minis out of twigs and rocks.
We had to use theater of the mind.
Oh, God. You kids and your role-playing games. Back in my day, we would simply play the game without the dice. We'd beat people with sticks.
We didn't pretend
Okay, I feel called out there.
We didn't pretend to go around and do stuff and do adventures. We did it for real. That's why there were so many bank robbers.
I mean, what did you think World War II was?
But I don't think they're bank robbers. I mean, unless we're talking about Kelly's Heroes here, which
No, not the bank robbers bit, but the adventure.
I mean, that's true. At the same time, like if we're gonna do Kelly's Heroes, I got dibs on Donald Sutherland. So one of my other screen names for a very long time was Tank Hippie, just because of Donald Sutherland in Kelly's Heroes. You know, a movie that came out in 1969 and I watched in like 2001 and said, I'll take that.
Yeah?
We had 2 sticks and a rock, and we had to share the rock. Thank you for that. Oh, Lord.
Back in the Corps, we had 2 sticks and a rock. And we had to share the rock with the whole platoon.
That sounds horrible.
Yeah, I mean, they couldn't get another rock, man. You know how hard it is to get a rock?
I don't know. Let's ask the Rock.
He did not appear. Unfortunate.
Well, you
In
see,
here. Apparently, he's too busy eating creatine.
he's too busy being in all the movies and consuming protein powder.
Yeah.
Unless it's Saturday, and then it's like 8,000 calorie Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
You ever eat
I still
6...
blow people's minds when I tell them about microwave milk. What?
What?
Microwavable milkshakes.
What? Like I heard the words, but they don't make sense.
I don't like it.
Oh, we're supposed to ask Boulder what he thinks. Somebody ask Boulder.
Uh-huh. Boulder wants to get paid more.
Oh, well, Boulder can join the club. Boulder, with this inflation economy, we'll be lucky if we last to the end of the year.
So we're getting some white over there now?
Yeah, we got to get some white down so I can actually get yellow on this thing. Because, you know...
Oh.
Yeah, I'll put down some I think probably Bugman's glow before I put down the yellow on this, but
Fair.
everybody listening at home, we've been over this. Pink is what you do before you do yellow. Don't ask me why. I don't understand colors. I just do what works. And for some reason, pink under yellow works.
Well, in color, in color setup and everything else, there is yellow that is in pink and
That's
in
right.
red.
We may never know. No human being alive may know why pink works so well under yellow.
All right, fine. Sorry.
Oh, come on, you're supposed to keep arguing with me. That's how the joke works.
There's a joke in there
Who's
somewhere.
Who's on first?
Actually, may never know. Oh,
The world may never know how many licks it takes to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop.
unless someone gets a grant for that shit, and then someone is paid for this information because it is clearly important to the collective knowledge. And damn it, I wish that didn't actually happen. But here we are in a world where we know because somebody got a grant.
And made a robot.
And made a robot that eats lollipops that could have been given to children. That's right, chat. It was a battle mech meant to consume candy for children. You okay there, Bulk? That was the sound you made there.
That there was a sound that I made, yes.
So, Bulk, if you do get your stuff back, what is the first thing that you will be painting with us?
First thing I will paint.
Two chicks at the same
I
time.
gotta remember what I got left in the kits to paint.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
look at this guy that doesn't have like
Why?
a closet of shame.
Why?
What? What?
Well, no,
why?
it's a bit... Praetorian Guard.
Oh. Interesting.
Because I have stuff that's tabletop ready by GW rules, but it needs more work.
Okay.
Guys,
Praetorian Guard could be real interesting.
Bulk is coming to us live from satellite connection on the far side of the moon occasionally, so that's going to happen. It's okay.
Yes, I apologize.
I really don't appreciate how everybody makes fun of me having strongs. I'm going to shorten my life at this rate.
We apologize.
My lot in life is to smell toast, apparently.
We have not paid Bulk's Comstar bills yet for the month.
This is indeed pirate radio.
Wait, hold on.
Is it seriously getting bad audio?
You're okay now. There was a second there where it was a little touchy, but just a second.
Right.
Where it was all buzz buzz.
You're okay now. You're okay now.
So someone has an idea here, Bulk, and it's making me wonder. Are you hunting the Moon Kaiser?
The Kaiser on the moon.
Can't confirm or deny this.
I thought so.
Also, you can't hear a shotgun get cocked in space, kids.
I mean, not unless you get on your radio and you actively say click clack on an open channel.
Get back.
Two Lunar Wars. Very nice, Gilly Monster.
Yeah.
This is my Ithaca Model 37. I use this to fight the moon Nazis.
Oh. I will be right back, gentlemen. I am going to check on the laptop.
He was never seen nor heard from again.
Oh, man. Clickety clackety. Alright, now you're starting to sound like Tex, but incredibly grumpy.
That's Tex on a Friday after he's done working, but before he's fully wound down. That's not fair. Tex has never been that way that I've heard.
It's not with us.
I mean, it's entirely possible that, like, yeah, I won't get into it. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know what Tex does with his spare time.
A lot
Wait.
of prepping
Wait.
for the next Tex Talk Battletech.
Well, I was about to say, wait, does Tex have spare time? So I'm starting to think no.
Yeah, I mean,
Hey, and like
welcome
that,
back.
Get back to the painting wheel.
Hey, and like that, I have managed to return.
Get back on your painting wheel. This is the paint zone. You got 25 more paint reps before you can quit. I don't know what a paint rep is, guys. I'm just random shit falls out of my mouth.
25 more strokes of the paintbrush, not your brain.
You sure? How's that toast smelling?
Smelling like English muffins.
Ooh, fancy. You gonna put some like ham and egg on that?
So either I got to worry about one of the British people from the Discord showing up.
Alrighty then.
Either you got to get to the hospital or the grocery store and get some butter.
Hooray!
Yeah.
I don't know if they have butter at the hospital. I mean, I assume they do.
Hospital butter. Gotta get me some of that hospital butter. Mm-hmm.
I was at the hospital last week and they gave me some butter. Guys, you can only get this kind of entertainment here at the Black Pants Legion. I'm not saying anything about the quality of this entertainment. I'm just saying you only get this specific brand of shit right here. Maybe. I don't know. It's entirely possible there are other places that have shit like this. But you're here. You're choosing to get your shit here. And your hospital butter. God, I don't even know, like, suddenly the thought has struck me. What does the Twitch emote for hospital butter look like? And I'm not even sure that's worth pondering. But here I am.
Which emote for hospital butter?
Hospital butter. Is that
like global? Is there a global emote for hospital butter? That's a good question.
Is it a yellow brick with a red cross on it? Is it like regional? So if you're in the Middle East, it's like a yellow brick with a red crescent on it? I don't know. You know, hospital butter. I guess this is a thing we're talking about now. Synth butter.
Can I hear you?
Well, what? Hey, can you hear us?
Oh.
Oh. Oh.
I think we got it. All right, cool.
Oh, wait, I don't want to get demonetized.
Wait, I might have found it. There you go. That's the closest thing to hospital butter we've got.
So I apologize to all of our loyal listeners. Technology is hard sometimes.
Wait, we have listeners and they're loyal? Are you sure?
I mean, at least the blue gentleman. I've seen him more than a few times.
Like the people that send us shit, maybe, but you know, they might just be here waiting for us to have a tremendous downfall and revel in the Schadenfreude.
Oh, I see, a tremendous stroke.
Yeah, well, I mean, we do have bulk.
Aw, he remembers me.
Yes, yes, Bulk, just like you don't remember your grandchildren.
Wait, I got grandchildren?
Where am I? Who are you people? How do I count to 10?
How do I kill the Moon Kaiser?
Well,
You
Lord
gotta go
Grimos.
back! The Moon Kaiser's still up there!
Well, Lord Grimos, if you'd like to send us pictures of what you're doing right now as far as mini painting or fan art go, you can send that directly to us at art@wbpl76.com. That's right, that's art@wbpl76.com for all of your art submissions, whether they be miniature painting or fan art of any nature. You can send that and just put the name of the show in the title, in the subject, and we'll be sure to put that in the next episode.
Hooray!
That's right, WBPL 76, viewer supported. Viewer supported, WBPL 76.
This show is brought to you by people like you. Thank you.
This show is brought to you by degenerates,
This
you.
show is your fault. Thank you.
There it is. Ken Burns Battletech painting. My dearest Elizabeth, I have been painting this Mauler now for 45 minutes and have very little to show for it. This campaign may extend for many months onward. I do miss you and the feeling of a warm bed and hot food, but I cannot come home until this Mauler has been painted.
My God. That was wonderful.
War is hell.
War. War never changes.
Except
War
for
is
all the times that it does. War got plumb different.
War. War never changes. Or does it? Maybe. It just changed. Perhaps.
War. What is it good for?
Some things.
This is true. It is good for a few things. Occasionally, it might keep certain countries out of other certain countries.
You heard it here, folks. Parallax is turn to current events.
Nope. We don't talk about politics here in the Legion.
No, we don't.
Doesn't necessarily mean it's politics.
You don't want to send me down this road, Bulk.
No, I don't.
No,
I have 2 degrees in political science. I can make an argument for anything being politics.
I like vanilla ice cream.
I'm not doing this on stream.
Why not chocolate?
I'm not doing this on stream.
I seriously,
Well, thank you.
I could go down for some frickin' chocolate ice cream right now. I really, now that I think about it, I'm craving chocolate.
Sparrow,
Damn
it.
This is your fault.
That's Cookie's right. I'm talking about Saruman invading Helm's Deep because he's got the fighting Uruk-hai on his side and the backing of the Dark Lord. That's exactly what's going on right now.
Ah,
We're having an in-depth conversation about the lead up to Helm's Deep and why it was inevitable that Saruman would fall to the darkness because of his similar nature to both Saruman and Morgoth.
I see.
Because they both have minds of gears and steel, you know.
I see. Well, Parallax, thank you very much for joining us today on NPR. And perhaps you can join us next week with...
It's the industrial military system, I tell you. The orcs are representative of industrialization and modernization.
Oh, no, not that.
Anything but modernization.
Life is meant to be a pastoral. What paint do I need next? What am I doing? Who the hell are you people?
Listen, I'm not sure myself.
Where are my grandchildren?
Well, I guess you better ask your kids.
That'd be an awkward-ass conversation, wouldn't it? Talking to a 4-year-old and a 6-year-old. Where are my grandchildren?
No, they would just laugh at you.
That's...
It's not gonna hit them yet. Dad, you're dumb.
I mean, that's not exactly what they would say, but that is definitely the sentiment.
You're welcome for that one.
Daddy, you're being silly. That is to say, they look at each other and be like, Daddy's being fucking stupid.
Well,
Coffee
yeah.
has it rough. He gets mugged every morning. Good Lord.
Oh God, we've turned into the pun show. What have we done to deserve such maltreatment?
Did you hear about the couple who are suing their son and daughter-in-law because they haven't had any grandkids yet? Okay, you know, you could say that's almost any
You could say that
almost I'm just gonna say it, almost any first or second generation immigrants.
Bulk, I'm gonna let you feel that one.
In old country, you are to fuck like good Christian.
You know, also Bulk, you could also very easily put that as any state in the union, but we all know it's in Florida.
You know, it could be a lot of places in the South, honestly. I think it could be a lot of places in any state. Actually, let's just be honest about that. It's not entirely unfounded. My parents never did that to me, but I've heard plenty where they did. You know, your cousin already has 16 kids. Why don't you?
Because I choose. I choose to go to the moon.
And do the other thing. I've never been entirely clear on what JFK meant by the other thing there.
Oh, Sasquatch. I was holding off on that one because I wasn't sure if there wasn't a Mormon in chat. Also, because
Square, no! No! Oh, no! Oh!
You managed to move the refrigerator? A Toman job? Wow.
Oh, Lord. Now, we here at WBPL 76 would like to apologize to the viewers at WBPL 76 for the other viewers of WBPL 76 putting you through this while you're here live on WBPL 76.
Ah, yes. But why have you done this? Why have you done this to us?
That's right.
I meant to send that to you before Parallax, but I apologize that I forgot to do so in all of the technical difficulties. I just thought that perhaps you would enjoy that.
Oh, look at you with your, paints that all fit in, like, a space that's not 9 square feet.
Oh, no, that's not all of my paints,
wow.
But I do have them organized in color intensity.
So I have mine organized by brand and color. God, I've got a lot of paint.
Yeah, I know. So do I. Oh.
Let's see. What else do you need, Piccolo Cicada? I guess you could use some silver. Oh God, what?
Are we gonna simple green it a cape together?
I don't have any green stuff right now. Oh Lord,
What kind of modeler are you?
the one that has access to a 3D printer 90% of the time.
Fair. I mean, you are printing a cape right now.
I am printing a very thin cape. It concerns me. Let's get some more white on you so that we can actually get the metallics to pop out on this. We got to get the leg joints. We got to get the gun barrels. We got to get the part that hits Gohan. Got to get the part that yells dodge.
Oh, you know what? That blue ink over black doesn't show up very much, but it does show up, and where it does, it very much pops.
Yeah.
You know, over a contrast paint, that would probably pop quite nicely. Because, like, where it would really come through is right there on the edges. And with something as translucent as an ink, especially if you put a little bit of water in it, like, it'll tint it without being super apparent.
That is kind of a plan for one of the items that I am going to be doing here.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. He's going to be painting the Declaration of Independence.
Okay. Like a recreation of it, or
No, you're literally going to go and steal it, and then you're going to paint a cicada on it.
Why a cicada? Why does it have to be a cicada?
I'm painting a cicada right now. It was in my hand. You're not my real dad.
Wow.
I actually used that line at work today. It was hilarious. I went, "You're not my real boss."
They looked at you and said, well, I mean, maybe.
No, he was my real boss.
Oh, well. Yeah, I think that actually looks pretty damn nice. Well, what kind of stuff's going on with chat right now, Bulk? Have they started eating each other like it's Lord of the Flies yet?
No. Haven't had to do anything. They're behaving. I'm surprised. I'm almost proud of them.
I have the conch. It is my turn to speak.
I mean,
Do you have the talking
Bully
stick?
is just busting out all the old dad jokes here.
Oh, God. I'm going to have to take notes to use on my kids.
Never date someone cross-eyed. You'll always catch them side-eyeing other people.
I
Or
think
seeing other people on the side.
I think I'm disappointed. I'm not sure. Like, I have to sit here and consider that one for a little bit.
I am both disappointed and extremely proud.
I'm sorry, Cookie. What was loud?
Yeah.
Okay, what did I do? Now my wife and Cookie are both saying I'm being very loud.
Make him all self-conscious like he's
God.
retro or something.
I honestly don't know what you did, because...
What did I do? I'm like 2 feet away from the microphone.
When you yell at me, yeah, it's peeking your mic out.
Ah, God bless it. This microphone. Who would have thought a 10-year-old compressor mic running on USB Type B, that's probably like Generation 1 or something, would actually give people trouble.
Well, who thinks that a 10-year-old laptop that reliably works would just suddenly crash?
Well, you see, the problem, your problem is you're using Chrome on a 10-year-old laptop.
It was top of the line 10 years ago.
It may have been, but like it's Chrome. It lives to consume your RAM.
That's true, but
Chrome is a vampire that lives primarily off of random access memory. And also your data that it can then sell back to Google. That kind of thing.
Chrome is a vampire.
Dun, 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 dun. If at first you don't succeed, skydiving is not for you. You might be onto something there. Let's see. What I'm doing right now, chat, I'm sure you can all see this because I'm making an actual effort to make sure that the camera is where I'm painting this week.
Yay!
I don't have any idea how that's working. I'm sure Bulk would be telling me if I were screwing it up too badly.
Yeah, you're doing a good job of that.
Thank you.
This week.
This week. And look at this asshole who thinks you can paint on the camera.
We just need to paint you a big X on your table.
Go here. Paint here.
Paint mark there.
Go paint here.
Stay inside lines. Paint here. Mongo like candy.
Off to the
Mongo
side,
likes
thin your
your
paints
fart.
in a poster.
I do thin my paints, thank you very much. I have lots of mediums.
I have
Good.
one medium. It is called water.
Water is a good medium, but it will make your paint dry quicker. Pistol, Jesus Christ.
Alcohol
At least you're
will
not
make
using
it dry.
xylitol. Painted on the
Alcohol will
cameraman
make it
got
dry
mad.
even faster.
I do use xylitol as a plastic cement. Because it's one of the primary ingredients in plastic cement. And does a good job of it, as it turns out. And it's like hilariously less expensive than buying like Mr. Hobby or something. Should I pretend I didn't say that for the sake of sales at the hobby store there?
No, you're fine. We don't sell Mr. Hobby cement.
You sell Tamiya, though.
We do have Tamiya cement. We also, when we have it in stock and available, he says, staring at his two bottles, we carry Revell model cement, and the testers, both the red and blue, and the one with the metal applicator.
For those of you that have been with us for a little bit, you know that this podcast has strong feelings about testers' products.
Their model cement is okay.
I have a bottle of it sitting up on top of a bookshelf I can see from here. I don't know what the blue is, but I know I've got it.
The blue is the non-toxic.
Oh, well then, I guess I can put that shit in a spoon and eat it. That's how you do that, right?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, cool. Official advice from the hobby store, guys. Eat your blue shit.
No, this is not. This is after hours.
Unofficial advice from the hobby store, guys. Eat your blue shit.
There you go.
And it says non-toxic.
Yeah, it's like a box
That's
of
good, I
crayons.
Don't you just start throwing slag at Boba.
Wait, what? Who's throwing shit at Boba?
You said eating crayons.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I don't mean anything.
We gotta drag that tired trope out,
Well, I mean, I'm gonna just because I do love the joke. Like
it does rustle his jimmies good.
I'm gonna be honest with everybody that's on the stream right now. I'm not a veteran. I never served. I would have been a terrible soldier and whatever soldier, marine, sailor, airman, whatever you want to call me. I would have been bad at it. But I do love the joke. What's a marine's favorite boxed lunch? And like it's the oldest joke in the making fun of one branch of the military book. Like it says Crayola on the front. Like that is the oldest joke in existence. I love that joke. I don't know why. It gets more interesting whenever you hear the jokes that are told between the Navy and the Marines. Just because, like, it gets personal fast.
Yeah, so, how'd you guys like that little trip there? Oh, well, it was a little bit bumpy. Well, it could be you swimming.
So, Marine is an acronym. It stands for My Ass Rides and Navy Equipment. Of course, I said that at one point to a Marine. He looked at me and he said, yeah, they just love it when you're on base and you step out in traffic and you hold up your hand and go, oh, taxi!
Oh, wow.
So like I said, it gets real interesting and real personal fast.
Yeah, sounds like it. I'd not heard that one. That one's great, though.
Yeah.
He was an interesting guy I walked across New Mexico with like 4 times. Coincidentally, ever get the opportunity to walk across the middle of New Mexico east to west 4 times? Don't do that. Cookie, I'm sure there are very nice parts of your state. I'm pretty sure they're not between Pie Town and Roswell. Yes, by the way, Pie Town is the name of a town in New Mexico, right on the Arizona border. I'm also assuming Cookie's still in here. Cookie may have left an hour ago. I don't know. But Cookie's the best, so I'm sure she heard me.
Cookie senses
He hears you and
disturbance.
is interested in your location.
Cookie would like permissions to know where you are right now. Only while using this app. Cookie knows. Cookie knows.
Too late. Cookie knows. Cookie's in your area.
Oh, Cookie. Cookie, no.
Dude, it feels like you're trying to summon Cookie Monster now. And like I don't want to know what the monster version of Cookie is. Like don't ruin that.
Jim Henson's version of Cookie. That's an interesting prospect you got there, bud.
Man, I gotta think about that.
No, really you don't. In fact, you really don't want to.
Like you say that, but like a core tenet of my life is that the Muppets are everything that is good about humanity. So like I really do have to stop and think about that.
Right, you have to stop and think about it. Which means that your brain is trying to tell you, stop.
No!
Stop.
Stop it! You're gonna ruin something. But,
Yes.
But Muppet Cookie.
Stop it. Get help.
Thank you, Michael Jordan. Thank you, disingenuous Michael Jordan ad from like 1993. I took that personally.
And then he took that personally. He looked way down at you and told you need to knock your shit off.
There's that line. For those of you that haven't watched The Last Dance, that's about that last season where Michael Jordan played for the Bulls in, 1996, 7? I don't remember. It was a fun documentary to watch, but like you watch that and then like you start to wonder, I wonder what it was like for anybody else that played in the NBA at the time. And it's like Larry Bird took that shit super serious, super personally. Like if you trash talk Larry Bird, he would wreck the rest of your career. And he did.
Yep.
Not like he'd get off court and like say shit about you, but he would just make sure every time he crossed paths with you, you'd look like a high school JV player.
Yep.
Larry Bird was one of the few guys that could do it to damn near anybody.
Yeah. Yeah, and apparently he would trash talk like mad while he did it. I heard one story where he got mad at an opposing team where his statement was, "You guys are disrespecting me. You've got a white player guarding me."
Alrighty then.
Oh man.
I'm not making any comment about that. I'm just saying that's a thing Larry said.
I mean,
Technical aircraft maintenance. Drift pilot, that I believe that's what Nick does, isn't it? If Nick were here, Nick would tell me why I'm wrong, but it sounds like what Nick does.
technically, he works aircraft maintenance.
Yeah, he is aircraft maintenance man, also proud member of E6 Mafia, if I remember correctly.
Bulk, you're not supposed to talk about that. The E6 Mafia is not keen on people knowing that they exist. Now we're going to have to put you into witness protection.
E6 Mafia ain't real. E6 Mafia can't hurt me.
God, that reminds me of a thing I saw this week where I don't even remember where the fuck I saw it. But it was that meme, but it was about cars. If Rob were in here, then Rob and I could talk about this for a bit. But back in the early 90s, while the fine people at Chrysler Dodge were prototyping the car that eventually became the Plymouth Prowler, which, say what you will, that was a fun-looking car with a very sad engine.
Yep.
Apparently, one of their test vehicles for this car, to make sure that the front-end suspension on it worked, because the front-end suspension on the Plymouth Prowler was fucking nuts. This is what you're all here for, by the way, I'm sure. I'm sure you're here to listen to me talk about 30-year-old concept cars.
I think in all honesty, Para, they're here for shit posting and to watch you paint.
Well, I mean, that is kind of what I'm doing.
History lesson can be fun.
Okay, this is not going to be fun. One of the test vehicles that they used to test that suspension and, steering and all that kind of stuff, they took basically what was the front end of what eventually became the Prowler. So that narrowed down to like a fine point, and then the detached wheels, like the F1 style suspension, all that kind of stuff on the front end of this car. But then the rest of the car, from like the hood back, was a Wrangler.
Oh, I've seen the mule.
The Prangler.
Yep, the Prangler.
The Prangler can't hurt you. The Prangler doesn't exist. Next picture, the Prangler. Oh no!
That thing was, yeah, it was an engineering mule. There's nothing else you need to know about that thing.
Like, this was not a car that was ever meant to be a thing. It existed solely to test the suspension on the Prowler. But, like, it is the most abomination-looking car that's ever existed. And, it's great in how awful it is. No one would ever believe this thing ever existed. But there are photographs. For everyone that wants to lose everything they've eaten today, just go ahead and go Google the Prangler. 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 Grimace found it. Go ahead and post a link. Like, if people want to see this god-awful thing. It's terrible. It is legit one of the worst things I've ever seen, and I'm kind of glad it exists. I would drive this thing to work one day just to watch people vomit. Oh, let's see which picture you found, Grimace. Yep, that's the one.
Yep.
Oh no, that thing's real. At least it was. Oh no. Like,
All right.
let's be honest. Like, I don't care if you're a car person or not a car person. You can look at this thing and like you can only laugh or cry at it. I'm sorry. What's up, Warlex?
I just sent you a photo of where the main body of the devilfish is currently sitting, just before I go ahead and start a wash on it.
Okay, well, I will see if I can get that. God, I've got a lot of windows open. The Wrangler. I have exposed.
Counter with a stretch Dodge Viper. Oh. Yeah, Limo Viper is real.
Oh no, I haven't seen Limo Viper. I don't think I want to, but I have to.
It's right up there with Limo Murcielago.
Oh. Oh. Why? Oh no. Oh.
I hope you're not saying that about mine.
No, I haven't even gotten it up yet. Like.
Okay, good. I'm just hearing, oh God, why? And I'm like, what did I do?
You know what you did.
Yeah, I know. But I decided to play Tau.
That's not canon. Okay, there it is.
What's not canon?
It's a TTS joke.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and apologize. I don't know why OBS has turned this sideways, but here we are. Will that do it? That'll do it. Okay, there's a very nice mug that you stole from your grandmother's house.
No, that is from my mother's house.
Oh, well, she got it from her mother's house. Or perhaps a Waffle House. I'm not sure. It could go either way. Now, come on, Transform. Where's... I want make thing fit screen. Why you know? Why you know? There we go. There we go. We have decided to unrotate it for reasons. There we go. There it is. There it is. Here we are, everybody.
Double pish.
So you'll notice the highlighting around the upper gold portion and the two vents down near the bottom. I actually forgot to put the blue ink over the white bits back behind the hatch, which I have since done.
That's how this always goes. Like, okay, I'm ready to do thing. Thing you missed. Shit.
Yep.
For all of those of you that are watching, I want to remind you, every model looks like shit before it looks okay. And that's how it's supposed to go.
Wait, what? But that don't look like shit.
No, I'm just saying, generally, every model at some point is going to look like shit before it looks good.
Why, yes, Gilly Monster. Whatever it is that you happen to be painting, if you want to send it in, send it in.
You can send that in to WBPL76 by sending it to us at art@WBPL76.com. That's right, art@WBPL76.com. We're here, supported by y'all. That's right, the watching members of this community. We are brought to you by your support and viewers like you. God help us all. And also, we are brought to you by Warlax Humming. Warlax Humming. Brought.
Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry.
No, you're okay.
I hum while I paint.
What was?
While I paint. Stop making fun of me.
Oh.
It makes me happy and a hum.
No, it makes me happy to paint, which unfortunately will get random music stuck in my head.
Hey, Cookie's back. Cookie, I was saying mixed things about your state. Is that okay? Like, I need Cookie's input on Socorro, New Mexico. Cookie, tell me 3 things about Socorro. Cookie, I don't know if we have room in the chat right now, but you're welcome to pop up into the room if we do have it, because Cookie's always welcome.
And Gilly Monster, one of the pieces that I did not send to Parallax here that was recently finished was actually a commissioned piece that I'm extremely proud of, but I just don't necessarily like the piece itself. And that had nothing to do with minis. That was just model painting and open painting. So send it away. Whatever it is, if you like it, if you feel proud of it, do it.
Yeah, the other thing that you all have to remember is this is model painting, and we're all going to have on and off days. Like, so far, I'm not thrilled with Napa Mauler here, but he'll look better over time as I do more shit to him. And we're all going to have those models where it's like, sometimes maybe good, sometimes it may be shit.
Oh, I need to grab my Vallejo wash. Where is my light gray?
Ooh, light gray. Need that fancy gray. That gray that's only a little bit gray.
Silence you. That scale 75 set is still coming, and I am still going to fall in love with it, and I know it.
What does it cost? Money? I'll take it.
What does it do? It makes me money? Oh, I'll take it.
Oh, okay, that's fair. Howdy there, folks. We're here at the Black Pants Legion. Do not endorse or are endorsed by anyone, but we'll tell you what we like. And what we like is money. That's right. We here at WBPL 76 like money. So send us all your money. We'll try to keep it away from Dan.
Metri, welcome to chat, man. This is your one and final warning. Run.
Is that Cookie? Cookie, I see you talking back to me about Socorro. I'm going to tell you one thing I know about. I basically lived out of hotels in Socorro for like over a month. I don't recommend that. But I'll tell you this. This is a weird thing to say out loud. The best lasagna I've ever had in my life came from a restaurant in Socorro, New Mexico. Figure that one out.
That is odd.
Yeah. The restaurant was called Socorro Springs. Last time I checked, it was still there. And they were a brewery. And their lasagna was amazing. So if you ever find yourself, for some reason, 2 hours south of Albuquerque in New Mexico, along the interstate, I don't remember which interstate, but, you know, that one, stop in there and have the lasagna. That's the Parallax promise right there. It was good lasagna 9 years ago. Oh, God, it was 10 years ago. Oh, God. Entropy.
Heat death of the universe. We all float down here.
Yeah, it's about the size of it. It's just every year that goes by, I find myself turning more and more into Mr. Donovan from Last Crusade, and just like using the gif of him aging to death more and more often after he picked the wrong cup.
Yeah. I can see that. Unfortunately, I'm not getting any younger myself.
What is the worst paint I've ever accidentally tasted? I'm going to be honest with you. Somehow, I've never managed to do that. I've never drunk paint water, and I've never eaten paint. I don't know how I've done that, but here we are. Like,
the worst one I have had to deal with is actually Blood Angels Red? All Red? Something like that?
Actually, I just came up with an answer for this question that amuses me, and it'll amuse my wife. I don't know if it'll do anything for anybody else, but the worst paint I've ever tasted is Wilton black food coloring.
Okay.
The dark food colorings are terrible. Nobody gets it. Nobody cares about that. Nobody's there like, Parallax, tell me your 3 favorite things about cake decorating. No, I don't have answers for that, but I have been told to avoid the dark colors when it comes to food coloring.
Yep.
Yeah.
There she is. There she is. She's telling everybody how awful it is. Eat more cake, people. Eat more cake.
Always more cake. Though, I myself am a pie-style person.
I can appreciate that. Bulk, cake or pie?
Cake.
What kind of cake, Bulk? This is what y'all are here
No,
for.
that's the fun one. I will have to go with
Come on,
beefcake.
Beefcake!
Beefcake, because it sounds like beefcake.
Oh, man. I know somebody in chat was going to ask cake or death.
Give me liberty or give me cake. Whichever comes first.
I'll have the chicken then. That's right, only the freshest Eddie Izzard jokes from the mid-aughts here at WBPL 76 for everyone to enjoy. WBPL 76 for, timely humor.
For reasons.
Have you heard the one about Slobodan Milosevic?
Huh?
What? Mashed potato frosting.
See, this is what happens when you get me in a channel and try to get me to say something that was important at some point. Slobodan Milosevic was the dictator of Yugoslavia during the Kosovo conflict.
Everything is important to someone, Parallax.
I'm pretty sure this is important to lots of people in Kosovo.
Yeah?
Meanwhile, in the 90s... Thank you, Opie. Oh. This is one of those times where something stops me and makes me think. Every now and then I have this thing where I think, how far am I separated from a thing versus how far are my kids separated from a thing? And this started a few years ago when I realized that my daughter, the older of my 2 kids, my daughter is further separated from Kurt Cobain than I am separated from the Beatles.
Oof.
Yeah.
Oof.
And just that's not something anyone. Oh. Nobody should ever have to think about that. Nobody should ever. Oh. And it's the same kind of thing where I stop and think, oh no, I think the Foo Fighters is dad rock. And like, yeah, it is.
It is, but it's really good dad rock.
Sparrow, fuck you. You didn't have to do that.
Wow. Well, I was going to say, is it dad rock when the kid wants you to play it?
It's dad rock whenever Dave Grohl is pushing 60.
Yeah, for 60, he looks great.
I gotta figure out how old Dave Grohl is.
Now we've got to go and figure out this rabbit hole.
Oh, Google.
Hello, Darkwing.
Okay. He's not. He was born 1969. We've got some time. He's like 53. We're okay. We are okay. Dave Grohl is seriously in the dad range, though.
Oh, of course.
Oh, hi, Cookie. Oh, Cookie, why? Why do you bring these things to my attention? It's like, okay, Cookie, I'm talking to you right now, so I need to make sure. I need to make sure that you're paying attention. Cookie, you've seen Grosse Point Blank, right? I'm going to sit here and wait until Cookie responds to me.
That was the year I was born. Ooh, boy.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Age. Okay, Cookie, you've seen Grosse Point Blank. There's a scene in that movie where our main character walks into a convenience store that used to be where his childhood home was. And, like, outside it's playing Live and Let Die by Guns N' Roses. And he walks in, and the music transitions from a real recording of it to a Muzak recording of it. And my soul hurts every time that happens. And it's exactly what you're talking about. It is and I agree with you, that is a great movie, and I strongly recommend people watch it just because it is so not what you thought it was when you started watching the movie. Because everybody needs some hitman Dan Aykroyd in their lives, right?
Well, yeah. Also, I blame you because now Live and Let Die is playing in my head.
Open book. Used to sail in that love. Bulk, that's the part where you're supposed to jump in and go, you know you did, you know you did, you know you did.
Lay down and cry.
And just
Cry a lot. I'm not gonna lay down and cry.
I feel like the youngest one here suddenly.
You might be. Like, you might be dramatically.
There is no question that I am. But I feel it now.
Oh. No, I don't think that the Cranberries did want that.
What? What did the Cranberries not want?
They probably didn't want anybody using their music to sell cars, you know?
Oh. Yeah.
I mean, like,
Why not?
I mean, frankly, it being the Cranberries, the only one that they probably would have been comfortable with somebody using trying to sell anything would have been Zombie. And I don't think that's going to happen.
That could happen for, like, a movie.
It could. That would be great.
Oh, no, they're gonna remix it.
Like that Mazda commercial in the early aughts where they used the Zoom Zoom song. Do you remember that?
Zoom, zoom, zoom.
Okay,
Yes.
Deep cut. And if I'm sure if Goat were here, he could back this up. That is, in fact, a Brazilian song that is about a Brazilian martial art called capoeira, where there is a line in the song where they go zoom, 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 and then the next line is capoeira mata And what that literally translates as is capoeira, the martial art, kills another man. Let's sell cars with that.
Zoom, zoom.
Let's sell cars with that, Mazda. Let's do it. Thank you, Mazda. You gave me a weird-ass piece of trivia to use 20 years after the fact.
Oh, of course. That's the only time Mazda wants you using it.
Listen, WBPL 76 not brought to you by Mazda, but if they want to send me a Miata, I'll take it. I'm sorry, we don't
Only if
call
it's
them...
an NA.
We
If
don't...
it's an NA,
Okay.
I will not accept these new ones.
Flip up and down headlights. Up and down
I
headlights.
mean, if they're gonna hand out a free one, I'm gonna be picky.
I'll take a hard top. You know,
I mean,
whatever.
both of you guys think you're being picky. I wouldn't take a Mazda.
They've got a good reputation among, people that pay attention to cars. I don't know.
Oh,
I just
I'm
want
not
a
saying
I
that they
just
have
want
a
a
bad
Mazda that
reputation.
doesn't have a board meeting when I press down the throttle of whether or not I should go.
Let me tell you about Chrysler products for the last 10 years.
Thank you very much for coming to the board meeting of whether or not we should move Hulk's car.
There's been a motion from the stakeholders to increase velocity. We need to
Pop up, yes. Also pop up headlights.
pop up.
But I'm gonna do the thing that makes everybody
Oh,
mad, and I'm gonna jerry rig them to where they're always squinting.
I'm gonna make sure that they do that, and I don't even have to make sure. Like this just happens over time, to where they lose synchronization. I'm gonna demonstrate this on camera, to where you pop up the headlights, and then one goes like this, and then the other one comes up after, and then you turn them on and off real quick, so they go like.
With the winky.
My mother winks at you.
I need a 1996 Gen 1 Miata. Somebody make that happen. I only want a 1996 because it'll have an OBD2 port. That's it.
Oh, the first year they had the port?
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Hello, Jimmy Daggers.
I think they only did I think 96 and 97 were the last years of the NA. So those are the only NA years with an OBD2.
Mm-hmm.
I think. Like the NB might have been a 97. I know there's at least 1 year of the NA with the port. Guys, you came here to talk about cars, right? That's why we're here, isn't it?
Does the Miata have to run?
Yes, the Miata has to run. I have too much experience.
Jalopnik.
Too much experience with project cars that don't run. At some point in my life, I'm going to inherit at least one MG. I don't need more cars that are not going to run.
I mean, that MG will run once every 4 to 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
That MG will run for about 5 or 6 miles every time it leaves the shop.
Yeah. Up. We're
Are we being fussed at to Mac?
We're losing Lord Grimhouse.
Oh no! Mac stuff.
He's like, please stop.
Okay.
Talk about Stompy Robots.
Blackwash on Mahler. Got to get those missile ports to where you can see them. Mahler, because ammo. Because we needed a mech it's a Steiner mech that needed to use more ammo, I guess.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are sorry for devolving into such a topic of old farts.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you look out your right side window there, you'll see Parallax.
You'll see the plot.
You'll see the thread that we lost half an hour ago when we started talking about cars. That's right. We're painting the Mahler that's a Steiner assault mech, 90 tons, designed for direct fire support. It's the Hummer H2 of the Steiner fleet. No, that's not fair. That's
Ouch.
the Fafnir. That's the Fafnir.
Well, no. That would be more like an H1.
Okay, I guess.
Here we go back to cars again.
I just had to tie it back in. I had to tie it back in, guys. It's okay. It's the Mahler. It's fine. It's not great. It's fine.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the BPL in your garage. Today
A very midfield paint cast.
That's why I haven't been talking much, is you guys keep going on tangents about cars.
Well, let me tell you something about the Jaguar XKE that you don't know.
Yeah, the owners steal your golf clubs.
This is true. Also, the car doesn't run. So Okay, all the cars.
What is it with British cars and not running?
I can answer that question, but this is not the show for that. The answer is British Leyland. Look it up later.
Yes.
Well, listen, Para, it could be the show for that. You just have to get a car kit and build it.
Oh God, no! That's what Stryker's doing Saturday mornings on WBPL 76. Saturday mornings, WBPL 76. You can watch Stryker build the Ecto 1.
Welcome
Speaking of upcoming shows, guys, if you haven't already gotten your questions, get them in there for the Tex Talks BattleTech Q&A session that's going to be June 4th.
That's
between
right.
between 8 and 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
That's right. June 4th, they're going to be... Stryker of the News Media is going to be interviewing Tex of the Black Pants Legion alongside Crow of the Black Pants Legion and Gypsy of the Black Pants Legion. And they're fielding questions. What was the email address on that? Was that... I don't remember what the email address was.
What is the email address?
What is an email address? What is the internet?
What is a man?
A miserable pile of secrets.
Questions at WBPL 76.
Questions at WBPL 76, brought to you by Dags of the Black Pants Legion. That's right. Be sure to get all of your Ghostbusters questions in for Stryker to answer. Stryker will be happy to answer every Ghostbusters question that you have to ask while they interview Tex about the Warhammer video. Tex and the editors. I just want to make that clear. Tex and the editors are here to talk about the Warhammer video, so make sure you ask Stryker about Ghostbusters.
Well, yeah, I was going to say you could do that, or you could also ask Tex about tractors.
What have you done to Tex?
Not what have I done, what's going to happen.
Oh, God. I haven't run into this one yet. What happens?
He's going to get asked about tractors. It's just that simple.
And what will happen when he is asked about tractors?
He will answer these questions and be amused. That's the point.
Okay, to square, yes, but here's the thing. We're going to quickly take an aside to talk about British cars for just a moment, and then I'm going to get off the subject, because this is not car talk. Maybe we can start another Twitch show that is car talk, but this is not car talk. Lucas Electronics, even back in the 60s and 70s, had a number of memes about them, proto-memes, if you will, where my father, who owned an MG in the 60s and knew lots of people in the 70s that had bees and midgets, and the Lucas Electronics at the time was referred to as the Prince of Darkness. If you watch Jay Leno on Jay Leno's Garage talk about the MGB, you will hear him refer to the headlights on an MGB having 3 settings. Those settings were off, low, and dim. That's all I've got. Lucas Electronics for garbage. That's it. Also, British Leyland didn't prime or paint the insides of any of their body panels, so they have a bad habit of rusting from the inside out. Aside from that, back to mechs. This is what we're here for. We've got 10 minutes left on this cast. How did this happen? How did we get down to 10 minutes, guys?
By talking about cars.
Okay, well,
That man said it, not me.
Okay, well, we'll get off of cars. We'll talk about something else.
Thank you very much,
okay,
ladies and gentlemen, for joining us today with the BPL Car Talk podcast on NPR.
Yes, next week we'll do it in Boston accents.
Yeah.
Oh,
yes,
this thing's
Grimace.
mint. It's mint. It's an absolute cream puff.
What is?
I don't know. What are we looking at?
Hell, I don't know. What the hell are we talking about?
Cars.
We're supposed to be looking at a.
Okay.
Supposed to be looking at a mala.
It's a mala, you know.
No low ballers, I know what I got.
Shit. I love when I go to visit my parents and I turn the radio on, back up deep in the hills of Appalachia, and it's still privately owned radio stations. You end up with shit with, thank you for calling into the trading post. What you got? Remember, we don't do no cars nor nothing. I got me a 1982 AMC Gremlin I'm looking to get rid of. It runs real good. It needs some tires. Oh.
No cars.
We did tell you no cars.
It has never stopped anyone.
Yep.
So what this broadcast is getting to me is that you really want to do a car kit.
I really shouldn't. Like, I hate car model kits a lot. Coincidentally, I've got like a Gremlin sitting on a shelf behind me. I'm pointing at it. Nobody can see me point at it, but just trust me that I am.
All right, so there's a good topic of discussion. Why do you hate car model kits?
Because they have suspensions.
This allows you to speak. This allows you to speak about not only cars but also painting.
Painting them, I'm fine. But I've never run into a car model kit that didn't have like a fiddly-ass suspension system on the bottom of it that you're supposed to somehow make stick to things. And it's just like, there are going to be model people in the chat that are going to be like, oh yeah, you just do this, 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 and this. And I'm just like, no, fuck that. I don't want to do that. I want to paint it. I don't want to put it together. That's bullshit. I don't like assembly. That's kind of my thing.
Okay.
Bulk,
so what you're saying is the piece that I'm getting from you, I should expect to not be assembled.
You probably don't want me to assemble it and then put it in the mail because, like,
no.
It's resin and, like, I can put it together. It'll be resin and super glued together, so I can't promise you it's going to be in one piece when it gets there that way.
No, you're fine. I'm teasing you.
How dare you, sir? How dare... Who the hell do you think you are?
This is my show now.
Look at me. Look at me. I'm the Parallax now.
Look at me. Look at me. I'm the one that does not talk about cars now.
Damn it. Damn it! I was so close to turning us into car talk. So close! Rob, he torpedoed us. There's always next time. Guys, next week we're going to have 2 hours of conversation about the AMC Eagle Wagon. So go ahead and do your research on that. It's really ahead of its time. This is what we're going to do next time. Like, clearly. Because I wouldn't lie to any of you about anything, ever.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Something Rambler.
There's
I'll
an
go
alternate.
ahead.
Go ahead.
I'll go ahead and I'll send you a quick picture of where this is sitting now, before we end the broadcast.
We're never ending this broadcast. We're going forever.
Okay. That means that I don't have to rush.
We're gonna end on time. It's okay. You don't have to rush. We can work on it some more next week. We'll post like updates.
Oh, but this is almost done.
Oh well.
Like completely.
You already got a varnish on it and everything?
Actually, I've never found a need to do a clear coat on most of these.
Oh, then you're not done. Bulk, what are you doing? What have you been doing for 2 hours, Bulk?
Talking about cars.
Yes, talking about cars. Also,
I guess next week we'll rename this WBPL Car Talk, and then we'll paint shit. That might be our thing, is we just change the title of this every week to a different either NPR or PBS show.
We can go on as long as we want. No schedule until tomorrow afternoon.
Dude, I still have to get up and like have my daughter to school in like a reasonable time, and like work and shit. Could I? Maybe.
WBPL filibuster. Yeah, we actually.
The Marik mechanic. There we go. There we go. That's what we're gonna do next week. I'm gonna have to work on a thing.
Periphery tree mechanic and.
There we go. I'm peaking the audio again. Guys, Diggs is bullying me. The Van Zant mechanics. That's what it'll be.
And there you are, sir.
Hey man, we just gonna put us some duct tape and some electrical tape on there. It's gonna be just fine. I tell you what. You know, man, you just gotta get up in there and deal with them bearings, what's loose there in the back wheels, and ain't nothing gonna go wrong with that, man. My cousin, he had a car just like that, and we replaced the bearings with like BBs out of a BB gun, and it worked just fine.
Yeah, that.
Man, I'm gonna tell you what, we did that the other day, and like his car, like the wheels do like a funny rocking thing now, but it still works.
Yeah, you gotta get that car. It'll get you down the road probably about 10, 15 miles, which is where the nearest real mechanic shop is.
Man trapped in his own studio until the next day afternoon. All this and more at 11 WBP out 76. If only that were true, Gecky. If that were true, it's 11 in my time zone in 5 minutes. Someone could rescue me.
All this and more at 12 in my time zone.
No. I'm going to be stuck here by myself for like 14 hours.
All by himself.
Don't wanna be a man. Okay, base coat. I'm gonna call base coat here on Napa Mauler done. Like I'm not thrilled with this, but you know that's a usual thing that happens when you paint a mech white, right? I'll work on this over the weekend and such, and have some updates next week. But
the photo was sent for you, so if people want to see where I ended up.
People, do you want to see? Do you want to see where Warlax has ended up tonight? That's a Dig. Set us up a poll here in chat so people can say. No, I'll just do it. It's fine. It's fine.
It's entirely up to you and them.
No, it's just funny to me to land
Billy, on the. We could get red and green of the BPL on WBPL.
You know, we did. You know, we did do a little bit of Piccolo on here.
Yeah.
Cookie. There's kind of the start of Piccolo mech. My white balance is a little bit off, so he looks blue instead of green. But I promise he's green. I promise he's green. He doesn't have a particle projection cannon, so I don't know how he's going to special beam cannon. I don't know how it drills anything, but he does have 3 medium lasers.
Wait, can't you get some of that, like, cut down a straw?
No, I've got something here.
Or a stir stick for coffee.
You'd put a piece of PVC on it.
No, I've got something right hand. God, what did I do with that? Give me a second. This is important. We have to do this now, I guess. Oh, what did I do with
We're
that?
just showing the world that it is possible.
Oh, no!
Oh, yes.
He actually did put a pole.
Beautiful.
Oh, where are they? What has happened? I organized everything beside my desk, so I can't find shit!
That is how that happens.
Okay, that's sheet styrene. That's not what I'm after.
Ooh, sheet styrene. I like that stuff. It helps you make terrain.
It helps you make all kinds of stuff. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay. I have to find the right one of these. I think it's this one.
Full-ended.
Full-ended. Okay, what's the... Okay, fine.
100% of people said yes.
We asked 100 people.
And everybody wants to see it.
Yes, this is what happens when you don't talk about cars.
Oh, I see what you did. I see what you did. I'll tell you what, next time you do the show. I don't mean that. I don't mean that.
No.
It's my show.
I mean, I started today with terrible tech problems, so...
Let's see. We're going to go ahead and do... I'm going to go ahead and pull up this image, and going to get it ready to go here, and see what we got. It's a nice little picture here of an in-progress paint project that is hilariously oversized. Thank you, OBS.
Beautiful.
And it's also sideways, so welcome to BPL 76, where our shit is sideways and big. I don't know what that says about us. Here. Go ahead, friend. Tell us all about this devilfish.
So, I started with just the gold on it today. The white and highlights for the white have been put on since then. The blues have been added, and a wash and final highlights were put on. The engines got their gold trim along the front end, and I believe that that one, aside from weathering, which I'm not going to do before the Crusade because I've only got 2 weeks in order to get stuff ready, is done for this time being.
All right, so that's done, and I'm going to go ahead and get this image out of the way, and then I'm going to show you. There, I put a PPC on it. Is everybody happy now?
No.
It's fucking silly. How are we doing now?
Can't see it.
To Square just told us exactly what happened.
Yes, much better.
We put the photo on its side.
Side photo. You put the photo on the side and the Kodak's so good.
It does. It really does. God, that's a lot of barrel. Guys,
that is an appropriate amount of barrel.
And it's a cicada with a big barrel, ladies.
And he's looking for love.
Looking for love in all the wrong places. This is now the WBPL singing hour. Guys, it is after 11 o'clock Central Time. We're going to go ahead and sign off of here, unless Diggs comes into my office and starts beating me, which is entirely possible. Diggs is, in fact, everywhere. And if you
and
think
also nowhere.
Yes, if you think about Diggs too hard, he will in fact appear right behind you, and then he's going to flick the absolute shit out of your earlobe. Because that's what bears do. Like, I have that on good authority. That's what bears do. So that's what Diggs is going to do, and it's not going to be fun, but that's life. Now, before we go ahead and go to the outro, I just want to remind everybody that you can send us your art. I have the address in the outro screen. Also, Diggs broke Tex's toe, so yeah, just to drive that thread home. And if anybody likes that avatar of mine down here in the lower right corner, that his eyes keep glowing every time I talk, which I still fucking love, then I've also got the contact information for my artist in there, and I strongly recommend if you need anything for art, you seek them out, okay? So, I'm going to tell everybody that you have a good night. I'm going to thank my co-hosts here again, Warlax and Bulk Zerker. That's right, everybody go ahead and also follow Bulk Zerker on Twitch, because he's here. He hasn't talked about it all evening, but he is in fact also on Twitch at Bulk Zerker, so follow him. And I've got my Instagram in the outro if you're interested in following that. So,
good night, everybody.
We're going to go now. Have a good night.
Good rest of your week. Stay safe out there.
Later on.